So it's really beautiful.
I'm curious about your state of being. So you get a lot of this inspiration and you get a lot of this feeling in your heart.
Yeah.
Where do you think that comes from? Do you believe in there's a higher power? Is that where
That's a big question.
Where's this coming from?
I really do believe that we are all one. When you look at all of nature, even if you take an apple seed, where did that apple seed it came from? An apple with a bunch of other seeds that came from a tree, that came from another apple seed. We are so connected. And part of the journey that I went on brought me into the presence of shaman and Kabbalah masters and priests and shaman and cutting-edge scientists. And they're all saying the same thing. And that is that we are more than just the bodies that we are in. I mean, you can go back to Tesla would have told you that if you look at, frequency and energy and all of that. My heart is, like, scientifically speaking, my heart actually has neurons, right? And so the neurons are like the brain, and it sends more signals to the brain than the other way around. People don't know that. And it creates an electromagnetic field outside of us. We are all intertwined in this electromagnetic field, and I can feel you. And you can feel me. We might not be able to put it into words, but we're communicating and we're feeling. So it's the same thing if you want to talk about the other side of the veil, your higher self, there is the Nia that is in this body, and then there is the rest of Nia that is part of all that is. And I'm connected to the part of all of what everyone is. So when we can release ourselves from the stories that we tell about who we are in these bodies, I'm with you right now. I am with you, and I am communicating on this level. But it takes coming through the heart, the portal of the heart, in order to access that. We call it intuition. We call it that deep knowing. Everybody's had those intuitive moments, and that's when we are dropped through the portal of the heart back into that higher space. And so that's what that is. That's the all of who we are.
Yeah. That's really fascinating. Someone the other day told me the expression, you do you. And I heard that, and I kind of was like really turned off by that idea, and I was trying to figure out why. And so going to your theory that we're all one and we all affect each other, do you agree with like that you do you? Because if that person then does them and it could be a bad thing, does that affect the energy in you and other people? So is
everybody affects everybody. And so the term you do you, it depends on how you perceive that statement. So you do you. You can very easily be offended by that because that can sound very selfish and self-centered. But if I were to say to you, you be you, that carries a very different frequency, because I know that the truth of who you are is based in this frequency of love. And when you bring that forth from the state of truth, you are adding your light to everything that is, and you are doing the best thing for everyone, including me in this moment.
Yeah.
So it depends on what the intention of the statement was and in how you perceived it.
Is it you be you, or is it be the best you?
Best, like by whose standards? Yeah. Be the truest you, the truest. Who are you in truth?
Yeah. Well, that's wonderful, Nia. Thank you so much for sharing that. This is awesome.